start to tell the adventures of the last week, and I'm gonna see how loud you sound.
You're gonna see how loud I sound?
Yep, compared to the music.
Alright, so this is gonna be a interesting process. Let's see. Okay. So when we last left off, we had just been gotten out of court. And within the early parts of our leaving, Voltaire bid us farewell, saying that he had to go do something. He didn't fully explain it, but off he went. Immediately after, Trevor Marin came up to us and said that he had a man who could get us to the dwarven city of Moradin, the Citadel. And we went and met the brand new party member, Magni, who happened to has a cart and a horse that could take us up north. After some incidents inside the tavern involving one person almost getting knocked out in a single punch, we took a rest for the night and made our way up. Upon our journeys, we came across some corrupted creatures within the mountains and had to deal with them, which involved a lot of problems for us. As having a cart, it was very difficult to traverse the entire mountainside. Though we came out victorious and continued forward until we came to a gate crossway where Trevor was. He agreed to let us through if we were to help within the dwarven city of Moradin. In fact, he would be so kind as to give us 500 gold for our troubles as well. And upon getting into the river, we ran into a couple creatures, some similar to that of which we fought in the mountain. And we didn't have too many problems other than the dog jumping over the side, but after that, getting back on, we are now outside the Dwarven City, and that's where we left off.
We did. Also, let me see if I can find it, because, I mean, that's a fantastic river barge full of cows.
Is there exactly 100 cows there?
50. Or was it 100?
50.
It was 50, yep. There's exactly 50 cows here.
If I said 100, I fucked up, because it's only 50.
Yeah, I was pretty sure it was 52. And they sell for 1,000 gold apiece.
Profit.
So... Oh, and you got the... I don't remember what the... Do you remember what the percentage was that you guys were getting?
1%.
1% of the sale. Alright, so we've done all that, and we finally arrived after all this anticipation at the Dwarven City. The Citadel of Moradin. You guys are here.
Oh, excuse me.
Why am I missing health?
Something did happen. I think that
fell on him.
Oh no, you the car. One of the people went into the cart, and the evil monster batwing thing attacked the cart with them in it. And since you were unconscious in there, you took the automatic damage.
And then Thalarak threw Ikarath on top of Jordy because Ikarath was absolutely out of his mind.
Yeah, some things happened. Alright. So as you're approaching the gates, they are closed. You have two dwarves sitting atop either parapet. And I gotta go find them real quick. Hey, look, that's a good one. And that one. Oh, it only dragged one. They say, "Who comes to the Dwarven Citadel?" That's a voice.
Does Oliver want to take the front, or does he care if Thalarak does?
looks at Tharak and says, "You ought to probably handle this, because I am not familiar with these dwarves."
Alright. Dar's gonna step up and just look up at the guards and go, "My name is Tharak Magmaforge, son of Orador and Vulmatid Magmaforge."
Ah, the Magma Forge. Most of you ain't here anymore.
What was that?
Yeah, just your pops and your mom are here now. Others, the your grandparents got sent to retirement in Dweeport.
Tharak's just like clenching his fist. What do you mean, sent to retirement?
Well,
That's what they did to me!
they didn't uphold. Yeah, like that fucker over there. They weren't useful anymore, so we sent them to retire peacefully in Dweeport.
Yeah, and now I want back in.
I don't understand. Why would you forcefully evict them from their home? He's absolutely getting more angry as he's saying this.
You go, there's only so much room, and only the best of the dwarfs deserve to live here.
That isn't Moradin's way.
Not according to the priest, the high priest.
Young man, don't try to.
Gorak would never authorize such an action.
Well, be that as it may, it might come as a surprise to you that he is not the head priest anymore.
Oh, is.
You have the high priestess Slip. Slip Pretty Hammer.
I don't like where this is going.
What?
I don't like that laugh.
Wait, I don't know what this laugh is about either. I don't know what this laugh is.
What's happening?
Wait, is that not the? Is that not the one we freed?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought it was.
I'm so confused.
Oh yeah, her. Listen, do you need into the city? We've got a bunch of cows.
Jordy, you and I had the same experience,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
We're here for.
Level 6.
Okay.
Here,
We're
I'll,
here
I'll
for a
read it. I'll
trade.
give it to you.
You're good. I see it. I just need to check.
I'm looking at my character because I have level 6. So we have the exact same XP, so that's why I'm sending it to you. Sorry.
Dar's just gonna look and go, yes, we're here for a trade as well.
And what trade would that be?
We have an order of 50 cows to deliver.
For who?
I honestly can't remember now. I can't remember. Shit.
I don't think there was anyone in particular. It was just a matter of selling them.
Yeah.
Trevor Martin told us to sell all 50 of these cows up here and said that you guys would probably want them.
Well, I mean, if you're doing trade for Trevor, certainly come in. We wouldn't want to stop anything of his trade. And they open the gates up for you.
See, youngin', a little patience goes a long way.
I was gonna go in, but he's immediately looking at the group and going, I'm going to the temple. If any of you wish to join me, You can, but right now I'm a little peeved at something.
Where's 2?
What's retirement?
Oh god, I should find my notes real quick, 'cause I'm gonna need that.
I have a funny feeling that retirement means something a little different right now in this city.
Yeah,
I don't know
See-
what retirement means in the beginning.
retirement used to mean when you got old enough, you could decide, hey, I'm gonna stop working. I don't want to work anymore, and you get paid for that. But now they're just kind of taking all the old folks and pushing them down to Dweeport.
Oh, you mean being fed to the wolves? Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Cornwall's come from some shit.
I mean, if you got too old in the clan, you would be fed to the wolves. I mean, you're kind of worthless, so you just feed our pack animals. So
All right. So where are we going? All going to the church together? Icarus, what are you
Alred would-
doing?
Alred would join.
Ikarath is secretly going, somebody's mad at a church? Hell yeah, I want to be there for that.
All right. So let's go and find you guys here.
Oof.
Black screen.
Sort of bottom left, but not bottom
Yeah, I
left.
see it. Yeah, I see it
I
now.
see it.
Ugh.
Some objects may not appear as to scale.
Like Ikarath.
No, Icarus doesn't see any objects to scale. There's a difference. All right, so you have the entrance to the main church that's before you.
All right. Now I was going up to the gate or up to the doors, and he's just gonna kind of like go on in.
And okay, so you see person over here, person over there, a person in gold armor at the spot of the head priest or priestess. In this case, high priestess, Slip Pretty Hammer.
All right. As soon as Thalrak opens that door, he's just going off and yelling, "Priest, I want a word with you."
Hold on there.
Oh.
Hold
Oh,
your
it's too late. Oh no, there's no holding on. Thalrak's mad. He's going in.
And what would that be about?
Why are you sending all the, as I have been told, undesirables away from the city?
I haven't been sending them. That's been the king.
They said it was your decision to send everyone.
No. At least it was. It shouldn't have been. I thought the way you're saying it was, that guy wouldn't have stopped it. Would have stopped it. She just didn't stop it.
Right, I don't like Chiron and Cornwall.
Out of character.
Okay. I mean, in his head, he knows that, like, because of the way the guards worded it, though, for right now, he's taking it as she had a part in it.
Yeah,
And even
yeah.
if it turns out to be that she's not, and even though it's like, as if, even if it's just her, like, not going to stop it,
Yeah, that's
it's
fine.
one
I
of
wanted
those
to
things of,
yeah, I just want to make sure that I made it clear out of character.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Yes, the new young king, King Yandere.
and what happened to Rhoda?
Ah, the old king. It was finally his time.
Stronak is the old high priest.
Oh, sorry. I see. I don't got these names. Okay, the old high priest. I apologize. This is a very ambitious thing, and I've got notes. 1 second. Oh, he was sent to retirement in Dweeport. You see, after he cautioned to dig no deeper, and caught fighting against the betterment of the dwarves. There's no place for him to go. He was not benefiting us anymore.
Oh, so he like cut the dental.
Yes. And I mean, supporting Bart the traitor certainly didn't help his case any.
I don't get why we're doing this. Moradin's way is not of this. All dwarves, no matter what their parents or lineage may be, are still good in his eyes. If you can lift a hammer, you can fight. If you can lift a hammer, you can craft. If you can lift a hammer, you can still tend the hair for children.
You see, and it's traitors like you that are why we have to send away purebloods as well.
Sir?
Like Magni.
Hey!
Thalrak is
Shut
absolutely
your
like,
mouth!
Thalrak is pulling, like, Thalrak at this point has pulled out his warhammer and just has it resting against the ground while still holding onto the handle. As she called him a traitor, he's just shaking. I am no traitor.
Then you'd want only what's best for the Citadel. And what's best for the Citadel is to have the best dwarfs in the Citadel.
What
best
about those who
for
are
the-
considered the best?
That's why we have the rest of a kingdom. We have this whole island.
The
Yeah,
whole
the others
island,
are the one across the way.
the whole island is decisive because of this. This isn't what's good for the city.
We can't
This is
we can't
good for
control
only
what
those in
those
power.
living in Dweeport choose to do or don't do. I must kindly ask you to leave. I have duties to attend to.
And I am a cleric of Moradin, and have a right to be here. I will not be simply swept outside just because you refuse to hear my words.
Oh, I hear
Come
your
on.
words.
Theric, come on. We're not welcome here, clearly. We should go before we cause a scene. Or cause a big problem for us.
Tarek is just staring her down. He is not moving.
Come on, boy. We shouldn't cause a problem for us or our compatriots.
If you
She's
won't
still not
leave,
moving.
I will have to persuade you with the flames of Moradin's wrath.
With that, Elrid
Oh my
grabs
god,
out
I
his
think she
great
wants
axe
to fuck you, mate.
and like rests it on the ground.
Moradin would not approve of these actions. But
Theric, can I
fine.
talk to you for one moment?
If you are so busy that you can't listen to one of your own clerics, then I shall leave. They shall not want to desecrate this place with your unworthy blood. And he's just gonna turn and leave. He just turns and leaves.
Okay. And then
He's-
they watch him go, and you kind of hear as they're leaving her say, "And this is why only the best are allowed in the city."
Is there anyone around?
You might have heard it if
No. Is there like anyone around out here that could be us?
no.
So with that, Elrid's gonna grab his great axe and swing at the head of the statue here to chop it off.
Oh no! I'm leaving. Roll strength.
Well, okay.
Or is that the wrong one?
No. I rolled a wisdom save for something specific.
Yeah. So yeah, you lop its head clean off, and it drops to the ground with a thud.
Theric, they don't really care about what Moradin would or wouldn't approve anymore.
I can see that, and I'm pissed about it. If anyone would like to join, I need to see And he's not like being malicious in terms of talking about his parents. He is very angry at the comment made to him being unworthy.
Yep.
And that wisdom save was to prevent him from going well to see if he would resist the urge to go back in there and then start beating the shit out of her. Which he passed.
All right.
And Meadow, we said it was what number was his parents' house? Number 8, right?
That's the inn.
inn. That's the
Their
inn.
house just exists somewhere.
All right. Fark is going to go to his parents' place then, wherever you want to put it.
All right, what are you guys doing?
You're all free to join him if you want, but
Cornwall's is gonna stick with Thalrak.
Igrath?
I mean, it sounds like the whole group is going, so
All right.
Igrath would stick it out and see what happens.
Let's flip it over. And there we go. So you approach Thalrak's house, which looks exactly as Thalrak's about to describe it to you as.
it's a modest one-level home. Just not super large. It's not like a poorhouse. Like, it's not like super small enough for 1 or 2 people to live in. It's big enough for, like at least 4 or 5 people, depending on how you lay it out. Also, Meta, that's the backyard.
I never know where your doors are.
The doors are at the bottom.
Not always. In the
The
other
living
map, it
room.
was on the side.
You're not. No, but that's why there's a fence there for the backyard. There it is.
I thought that was a patio.
Well, it has like the wood deck and then the grass too. So
That's for guests only. That's for prestigious guests only.
look, I wish I had better doors. I'm getting asset pack for that. So
All right. So let's drag everybody on.
Mathar's going up to the door and he's knocking on it.
Who is it?
Over about the last 20 minutes. So
Alright, your son.
Ah, come in. The door's not locked. I'm only here for a few minutes before I have to head back to the forge.
Tarek opens the door and steps in. Hi, Pop.
It's been a while, son.
Yeah, it's been a while, and he's gonna like turn to the door and be like, "These are my compatriots. They've come with me to the city. Though I don't know if I'd call this the same city I left for sure."
Things have been changing ever since they found that ruby.
Ruby.
Yes, we couldn't scratch it. We couldn't cut it. We couldn't move it.
How big is the damn thing?
That's a good question. If you give me a second, I'll tell you.
Does he even know?
Oh, he knows. I have to find my notes to that effect. We're gonna say 10 foot. Yeah, 10 foot. 10 foot ruby. About the same exact size for those of you who were not in the right party to know that. as a certain other ruby that you guys have seen before.
Oh, it's the heart of the mountain.
Ever since they uncovered that, when delving deeper to listen the vein of magma that pumps through the houses, things have begun to change.
It's the Arkan Ruby. Yeah.
Do you know if Grandma and Grandpapa's still alive?
Yes, we send them money each month, but it's becoming increasingly hard for me and your mother to pay for both ourselves. The filling in, which has just never been the same since your grandmother was forced to retire. And to pay for them to be able to survive out there in Dweeport.
And he's like gonna like grind his teeth a little bit. I met the new high priestess, by the way. She seems like a piece of water.
What can you
I
do?
did not get that impression from her at all. She seemed like a kind of a bint.
But Harak, I must go now. I have to get back to the forge. 80 hours a week. 80 hours a week. And he walks away.
You took him through the window, Meta.
What?
To the window.
He went through the window and the wall, and the sweat dripped down his balls.
Oh no!
One does not simply leave the house, but when one does, they leave
No,
through the window.
I just imagine the kid or Aaron from Mitchell's versus the Machines who just freaks out and just runs through the window even though the door's right there. Dark's gonna ask his dad before he leaves, like, is mom working the inn right now? And I'm assuming she is.
Yes.
Alright. Well, at least they're alive. Gonna. Well, if they died because of utter ignorance, I swear to God, I would fucking toss her soul in.
Wait, so retirement doesn't mean fed to the wolves?
Not
No, retirement is more like reverse recruitment. It's like you're so bad at things that we're gonna not want you here.
Oh, so I'm retired.
See, it kind of depends. It kind of depends on who you're asking. For some, retirement is you're done working for your life. You're just going to relax until you finally peacefully pass on. To retire someone, not to retire yourself, but to retire someone else, is to execute them.
Yeah, that's kind of what happens.
Generally.
That's kind of what happens with kobolds.
Luckily, they haven't actually killed anyone yet, as far as I'm aware. But that doesn't mean that the
I was
device.
just gonna say you don't actually know. They could totally be like, "Hey, just send your grandparents money," and then they're just taking the money because grandparents are dead. Not to be like macabre, mate, but you got to think these things through. We are dealing potentially with
I'm just gonna go make her ass throat.
dwarves.
Don't
You what?
speak like that about my kin.
You know what? I see your point.
You don't want me to act upon this rage that's right now brewing until I get everything straight.
So, is he like the angry one of your group?
And then Thaur's gonna let Ikarath go.
No, the angry one is gone, actually. He left shortly before he met you, coincidentally enough.
Then you got a new angry one.
Thaur's gonna go into the kitchen and just grab a drink real quick while we're in the house. And he's just gonna look back at everybody and just go, does anyone want the drink while we're here?
I would love some cold milk. Being around all those cows and whatnot.
There is no milk.
I don't think they can afford milk.
Yeah, cows are like expensive.
I used to be. Usually I can count to the amount that cows cost on my hand, but I don't know if I have enough fingers for 1,000.
You fortunately do not. That would be rather weird.
Grass
I'm
starts
a
counting
man
on
with
his
a
hands and
thousand
he goes,
fingers.
yeah, that checks out.
I met a man with 1,000 fingers once. It was a corpse.
How does a corpse have
Imagine a
1,000
hand job from that
fingers?
guy.
What's a hand job?
Don't answer that.
Oh my god.
It's like where you get paid to do things with your hands. Like, it's pretty self-explanatory, mate.
Albert like grabs his hand and like puts it on Icarus' neck and squeezes it.
Ow, 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 ow. Uncle.
Enough.
All right, so
So, like, right
th-
there, if somebody would have paid him to do that to me neck, that would have been a hand job.
so
Jordy will slap Icarus.
Roll the hit.
roll for slap.
You definitely you hit it.
He takes 1 damage. I said,
Alright, it's
not to
officially a
answer
not
that.
found D&D session. Icarus taking damage from somebody in the party.
There's 500 gold that's up in the air to whoever gets it because that was cow delivery gold.
What?
The gold from the cows, we got 1%, and that's 500 gold pieces that we got to take.
Yeah, wouldn't we just split that?
I don't want to do the math because that's divided
That's
by 6.
83.3.
Party
Yeah, it's
1
83.3.
when there's no mutual fund.
So everybody's going to get 83 gold, 3 silver, with 1 silver left over.
We could split 5 ways and not include Magna.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Magni would do
Oh
a
no,
little
he wouldn't
perturbed.
mind. He wouldn't care. He didn't care about the cows. It was your guys. It's just the cart man.
Okay.
Okay, there you go. 100 gold each.
I can't.
Mark is gonna he's gonna take a swig, put the cup, in the sink, and he's gonna leave 4 gold on the counter for his parents, just to give them a little bit of money. And then he's gonna just take a look around and sigh a little bit. He's starting to calm down slightly from everything that's been immediately dumped on him.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's gonna sigh and go, all right. If you all want to come, I'm gonna go see my mother, who's working. It's an inn, so y'all can grab drinks and whatnot there. And probably we can get a place to sleep for the night if we're gonna be here for a while, which I fully intend on being here for at least 2 days, probably more if the shit can't get sorted out quick.
Oh, we're gonna be here longer than that.
Well, we're gonna see.
I'm fine with going there, but quick question. Does taking care of animals count as a hand job?
Oh my god.
Honestly,
That's a silly
That was
question.
just
Are you going to be
immediately-
using your hands or not?
Alec just immediately runs up to Corporal and just puts his hands on his shoulders, looking down at him, and goes, "No, and don't you ever say that to anybody."
You need a smoke. I'm definitely gonna need one. I gotta contain laughter.
All right, so you guys come across an inn, and it looks like it once was a really nice inn, but there's chunks missing off of the statues and pieces missing from the wall. There's stains and dirt everywhere. You can see cracks in wooden planks, and everything looks like it's seen better days.
You said those statues have damage, or just like the one on the left here?
Both of them.
All right, if we're coming in from the left, Tharek's gonna like run his hand along the statue as he walks past it, and just look extra like disheartened by the like seeing the results of being gone for 40 years.
Yep.
And then he's gonna slowly head on in. But if Jordy's going in first, he's gonna follow behind.
Oh hell no, Jordy's not going anywhere first.
All right,
Not as an elf.
Not as an elf, no.
Tharek's gonna head in then and just like stand in the doorway and look around just to see what it looks like.
You have what looks like a 350-year-old dwarf standing behind the counter, using it to support himself. You've got one old dwarf over here you recognize as an old family friend named Bob. Named Bob.
Bob the Builder.
Bob.
Thornton.
Hammeros.
Bob Hammeros.
Yep.
Okay.
And you see your mother trying to sing poorly up on a stage with this guy banging a drum. And that is all. Everything is in disrepair. Most of the tables look like they're going to fall apart. And whatever it is that Bob is picking at with a fork, you're not entirely certain it's edible.
Tharek is just gonna like really sigh heavily. And he's gonna just mutter to himself, I wish Alvin were here to do a bit of mending for this whole face. And pay him to do it. Then he's gonna like look back at Icarus and go, you don't know mending, do you?
No, prestidigitation. I could clean up a little bit in here.
If you don't mind trying to clean up a little bit, I'll overlook your next drug hit. Which means if you make it extra bad, I won't get angry at you about it.
I just don't understand the premise of that deal because it's not as if I, Ikaraf Colvan, had a drug problem.
You're right, but sometimes you
I'll take it. I'll take the deal. Don't change the deal. But like, I am slightly offended. And Ikaraf starts with the doors, and he just begins to prestidigitate the fuck out of everything.
All right.
He spent too much time with like during the wedding. He spent too much time with the arch Terry.
Terry.
You know. So he's been working on his prestidigitation.
You can take an extra half a foot radius.
And Tharek is just gonna move to like this table and just kind of like lean on it and just wait for his mother to finish up.
Alright, she sees you, and as it winds down, she comes down and goes, Tharek, what are you doing here?
I came as part of a delivery thing for the job we're doing. And he's gonna like motion to some of the people in the tavern. He's gonna like motion to Elrin and then back towards the entrance where everybody else is like pouring in. He goes, "What? We were delivering cows, and I had gone through Dweeport and saw the trap that was there.
You got your hands on cows?
For someone that helped us get a ride up here, or else we would have been here much later because we would have had to walk. People aren't taking time to heal out of blood. And he does this with like the finger quotation mark. I don't know what that means, and then I come back here to find that Grandma and Grandpa have been sent away, that Throrak is no longer the head priest, and there's apparently undesirables that are unwanted, and this isn't Moradin's way. What the hell happened? Dad talked about a ruby, and then everything went to hell.
There's only so much you can do. The king wants what the king wants, and the king hasn't wanted anything good.
The king has really lost his way.
I don't think he ever had it.
Fair enough.
Also, out of character, that king's name is not the name of the king you knew.
I figured it was a
It's the
because I
king's
think.
kid.
Well, yeah, you said the high priestess said that it was the new king.
Okay, yeah, I wanted to make sure. So continue.
So, Mom, do you have places here that we can stay? I'm gonna pay. Don't worry about
wouldn't
that.
recommend staying here per se.
Why?
It hasn't gone well in the last 40 years since your grandmother was kicked out. I did my best, but I was never as good as her. And
I just gonna like point to Ikarath and just be like, that one's already trying to help clean up the place.
unless he knows mending, I don't think you're going to find a bed you'll want to sleep in.
All right. That's literally this hot, Mom. Thanks for that. At least let me give you some money so you can spruce up the place a bit.
Oh boy, we'll be able to pay Blinky for the first time in 30 weeks.
How bad is it?
Your father's working 80 hours a week to help keep this place afloat, keep us fed, and the roof above our heads, and of course we have to send money to your grandparents in Threeport so that they can live.
They live in the retirement village. I think I play poker with one of them. Trust me, he's not gonna need any more money.
I already heard about Dad working 80 hours. I saw him.
I spend most of my time here. I do the best I can, but oh, what I wouldn't give for Ford and Bamsey to come here and help us.
For who?
Ford and Bamsey.
Origin.
How do you spell that?
Like Gordon Ramsay, but without the G and with a B instead of an R.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm grabbing it and putting it here.
Origin Bamsey.
Here we go.
Ford and Bamsey.
I heard Orden, and I was like, Orden actually sounds like a dwarven name besides Bob.
There
You
we
don't
go.
think
There
Bob-
we go. That's the new spelling.
Fjorden. Ramsey.
Ugh.
Who is Orden?
He just goes around fixing up inns and restaurants. I get to read about him in Dwarf Weekly.
Meta, I actually spit out my drink when you mentioned the magazine's name.
Good.
I don't like that. Uh-oh.
You know, I wonder what they're doing at the retirement village. The attendants are probably looking for me. Maybe they're playing poker.
You can always go back.
I don't want to go there. The oatmeal tastes horrible.
Cornwall comes up to you and visibly looks at your knees.
Why are you staring at my knees?
You keep talking about retirement, but your knees are perfectly fine.
I'm just old.
No, but in my village, when you got retired, they break your knees in so you couldn't run away.
Jeez!
This
Kobolds are
guy's going all
harsh!
dark.
The
That's
entire,
actually a pretty good strategy.
the entire time this is going on, Tharek is just looking at his mom and just going, "Don't mind the little one. He's very
Special?
new. No, he's new to everything. He's a nephew to me."
Well, I mean, I'm not the
So
one to
you-
judge you. You love who you love. By the way,
No,
have you got
no,
a wife yet?
no.
Are you? Do you have a
Mom,
wife yet?
Mom.
Are you at least
Mom.
dating?
Mom, it's not like that.
You're
We've
only
been
young for
past-
so long, Thalrak.
Mom,
That's
Mom.
true.
You need to
Mom.
settle down.
Mom,
Hi.
Mom. He's the son of a party member that couldn't join us here.
Yes, but that's not what we're talking about now. We're talking about you, Thalrak.
Yes, but I've been deemed his quote-unquote uncle.
Okay, but I
Fine.
want grandbabies. So,
Mom, can we not do this right now?
what better time is there to do it? You never come back to visit. It's been 40 years, Thalrak.
Mom,
Thalrak.
the world has been apparently going to shit. And
No more than what's
especially,
around us here.
and I'm saying it's much worse here than when I left. So look, we'll talk about that later, all right?
What? Now you're good? Do you not trust these friends? Should I not trust your friends? What kind of people
No.
are you mixed up with?
Mom, it's more I'm trying to figure out what's going on in the damn city, and I want to punch the new high priestess in the goddamn face. I nearly did. She called me an undesirable.
Well, that's kind of the way the city works these days, ever since the new king took over.
Is there no clan challenge?
You don't work like that.
I mean, maybe? I don't know.
Our way is dumber.
It's strange how he got sick so quickly and died, though. Especially after the priest was replaced.
Yeah. It is a little strange. More specifically, it's made to look like he got sick and died. They killed him.
It's the Dark Clan Challenge where you don't fight honorably. Okay.
That's not how things should go. But Dark is just like, he's rubbing his temples the entire time as he's just stressed.
Are you a notable clan, Thalric?
No.
Because then you could do a clan challenge.
If you had enough force, you could just take it over.
How many animals do we need?
No,
At least 7.
Quarter mile animals aren't the way to do it.
2.
It's not that simple, Quartermall. The dwarves are much more complicated.
Okay.
They don't like murder. It's kind of lame.
I don't like murder either. I wasn't suggesting.
Why are you talking about killing people?
I wasn't talking. I would never kill anyone.
You know, reviewing this past conversation, I now realize that you're right, and I don't like the way anyone else is looking at me, so I'm just going to go back to cleaning stuff.
In a clan challenge, you don't have to kill the other person. You just have to win.
Elves usually just murder each other in that kind of situation. It's a good system because you can just you just find somebody else who's like, oh, I don't like the king, and you just like, yeah, you should do something about it, and then you just keep insulting each other until somebody fucking offs the guy nobody likes.
Trust me. Right now, if there's a way, I would love to challenge the goddamn high priestess to at least knock her down a peg. But right now,
It sounds like you need a challenge, not the High Priestess.
You're right. Probably need to go higher, but I need more info before I do anything that stupid.
I can help.
How?
I need 10 gold to go buy. No, I have 10 gold. No, I need to go find a store where I can buy magic incense. Incense? Did I say it? Yeah.
What do you need the incense for, lad?
Keely's dead.
Oh. Alright.
But I can turn Keely into something else.
No. Look,
No, I can see and hear through her.
alright, so you know what? I'm not gonna object. If you wanna help me with this, by all means.
I can turn her into a spider, a snake, a rat, a raven, a weasel.
Cornwall, now's probably not the time to discuss this.
Oh, okay. I can't turn them into a rat, a snake, a weasel. She can only be an owl.
Damn it! I just love this kid so goddamn much. I just love this kid.
Keely is a perfectly normal owl and nothing else.
Keely's dead. So I see you associate with strange people now, Thalrak. Hopefully you're not doing the amount of drugs that it seems that one over there does. She points to
Hold on,
Icarus.
Icarus hasn't done anything that looks like he's a drug addict yet.
You give up,
Jordy,
really?
Jordy's gonna pipe up and say, "Let me be frank with you here, ma'am. Whatever amount of drugs you think he does, he probably does 10 times as much."
Yeah, I mean, if you do that as much drugs as you do in a character as Icarus, you would definitely have physical effects from that.
No, Mom, no.
That's not the point. What about you? Oh, does anybody here know if my son Thalrak is dating anybody?
No, nobody answer that.
What
Answer.
about you, little kobold? And she kind of like crouches down. Do you know if Thalrak is seeing anybody?
Does Cornwall know about Patty?
I don't know. If he
I
does.
said something.
I mean,
He
they
does
were. I mean,
No, he doesn't know. Thalrak has never told Cornwall about Patty.
Dad said it's complicated, but I'm not sure.
does anybody know what complicated means? I just want what's best for my son.
Mom,
She's gonna roll persuasion against you
he
guys.
He does all right with the ladies, all right. Like there's half an ocean looking for him.
So roll charisma save.
Oof.
Of course, Jordy would be the one to roll. Hello.
Oh yeah, nobody else even needs to roll. This is great. He doesn't know shit, but Jordy does.
No, you know what? I want to hear Cornwall's answer to this.
Okay, so Dad said complicated means like it's a relationship, but relationships is like strained or not like fully into effect. So
Is he sleeping around?
So you're not going to tell your own mother that you're engaged to a kraken?
You're engaged to a kraken.
Jordy, I was going to tell her in time, but now was the
And she kind of
best.
puts her hand on her head, and she's like, you can see she's struggling to accept what's going on, like the mother of somebody on My Strange Addiction.
Are you not going to tell her
Icarus
about her
leans over and he
grandchildren?
says, Icarus is all like, "Oh no, it's okay. The relationship works. They've already got tons of kids."
Well, you had children without me now telling me. And this is the first time hearing about it. Thalrak, what? Did I really?
Mom.
What did I do to you to deserve this?
Mom, I was literally going to talk to you later about the situation, as well as plans I had regarding her.
You're going to marry her if you have children, of course, right?
That's why we're engaged.
When's the wedding? Am I going to, or am I not going to get an invite for that either?
We haven't planned any of that.
Well, how long have you been and she goes air quotes engaged for?
Almost a year.
Has it really been almost a year?
Yeah,
In-game,
because
yeah.
because
All
it
the
takes
travel.
Oh, right, all the yeah,
it
you're
takes
right.
like, which reminds me, I need to make Alvin a year older.
You
now.
couldn't
He's actually
hire
23.
someone to cast a simple sending spell for your dear old mother. Here I am
Mom.
working my fingers to the
Mom.
bone.
Mom, we've been busy fighting cultists that don't respect breakfast. We've been busy
You are
defending
always
towns.
real particular about your breakfast. Obviously not as particular about your ladies.
Mom, can we talk about this later alone? And he's just gonna shoot Jordy like, not like mean dagger eyes, but like,
Oh,
I
no,
hate
no,
you.
no! I want to hear more from the man in black.
Excuse me.
Yes, wee little one.
You're Thalrek's mom?
I am. Well,
Does that make
I
you my
think I
auntie?
am. He doesn't seem to think of me as one.
Does that make you my auntie?
What's with that to make me? Your grand aunt?
Great aunt.
Your
Oh,
grand
great
aunt?
aunt. Great aunt.
Your great aunt? I'd be your great aunt, little one. Can you tell me about his children? He doesn't seem to want to tell me.
Mom, not now. Can we?
Hmm, I'm guessing they probably got his beard.
Does anybody know about my children? Can anybody tell me?
God.
I could, but I don't think I should because I was almost your nephew.
Oh, really?
Or whatever I'd
Wait,
be.
wait.
I think.
Thalek, this is the first Thalek has heard of this.
Thalrek, we were talking about this all the time. One of your children was trying to win
Yes,
Icarus'
but-
heart.
Yes, but Thalrek as a character does not know this.
Yeah.
Remember.
Oh, yeah, no, she was being all manipulative and stuff like that. You kids are out of control, mate.
Wait, so you're saying that you were dating one of Thalrak's children?
No, she was dating me. I was playing hard to get. It worked out really well because I'm not stuck with a load of squid babies.
So Jordy is just gonna look at
Hey,
Alright,
don't
just
insult
check.
my grandchildren like that! And she's...
My-
They have
Wait,
beards!
1 second. What's your armor class?
Mine?
Oh no.
Alright, so what'd you say it was? I'm sorry.
13.
13?
14.
14. Okay, well, she hits you. And you take 6 slap damage as she
Jeez.
slaps you across the face with the might of a grandmother defending the virtue of her grandchildren, and it smack, and you got a big ass red palm on the side of your cheek.
And I'm assuming Icarus wasn't expecting that either, so I
Oh no.
probably fell on his ass.
Oh yeah, you could go sprawling to the floor if you want to. Boom.
Cormo was
I
about,
don't
was about
care.
to say
I
something.
don't care how you had the babies or with you, Thalrak, in the end, but they're still my grandbabies, and little people like him should not insult my grandbabies.
Mom.
Icarus
please.
kind of sits up, rubbing his face, and he goes, "Look, he drugged her. He turned her into a drug fiend.
Well,
took advantage of her. Now
You
there's a bunch
did
of
what
needed
now?
No, wait,
Huh?
wait, hold on.
Hold on. You said your AC's 13, Ikara?
14.
14.
14?
Yeah.
Damn it. Thalek tries to punch you.
Icarus
just
was
misses.
expecting it, and literally he rolls over and he like skitters away on all four underneath the table.
No,
Ikara, it would be wise if you shut your mouth.
I remember
It'd
that.
be wise
scene
if you didn't fuck up cracked up Krakens. I did it,
I-
and I'm stupid as hell.
So
I remember my dad saying he was the one who did it, not Thalrak.
Tharak is gonna.
Oh, so
Tharak
he's
is
just a
gonna just
pimp.
go. Tharak is just gonna look at his mother and be like, "Mom, can we go somewhat private to talk to it, and then we'll talk about all this." This is why I said I wanted to wait till later.
Well, I mean, we go later and I won't get anything out of you. You wouldn't. Look how much I've had to do to get even that I have grandbabies out.
God, Mom, I was gonna give you the information willingly later once I
Really?
figure it out.
Because how long have you been gone?
Mom,
How long have you been gone?
2.
40 years.
And in all that time, did you ever think to just send a simple sending? Maybe
I
even
sent
right.
letters.
Yes.
I sent letters.
We haven't been getting any trade with the outside world, or were you not keeping? I always told you, Tharak, you had to keep up with current events. If you don't know what's going on around you, what's going on around you is happening to you.
Well,
Dad has the sending spell. Hold on, let me see if I can contact him.
no. Can we go somewhere private, Mom? Please.
I suppose we can meet tonight about 11 o'clock. That's when they close up.
Can we just... Not even tonight. Can we... Alright, if you're fine with tonight, fine. I'll be back tonight as you guys are
Well, if you can
closing
talk
up.
now, let's go. We've only got Bob over there, and he's only here because I'm pretty sure he burned out his
Look,
taste
I'd
buds.
rather just wait till night, because then I can do some looking around town and see if I can at least find out what this giant ruby is. And there's one other thing I want to
Well,
check.
if everyone knows where the giant ruby is, it's deep in the mines. You just follow
Through the
the magma
mines.
pipe.
All right, so it's deep in the mines. All right,
Let's go to the mines.
I'm not
I
going
think
to
you're
the
going to
mines
have
yet.
some trouble in the mines. The military barely keeps off the creatures these days.
What, do they not sing the mining song anymore?
Ooh, I love caves.
I don't think you'll like these caves, little one. They're crawling with icky little and large things.
What was that?
We lost 4 dwarfs last month.
Oh, I don't care.
Do they not sing the
What
mining
was
song?
that?
though?
What was that, elf man?
You said my name, and then you were like, "There's dwarves that we don't know where it is," and it's like that doesn't matter.
All right, Mom,
I need to know.
I'll be back tonight, and then we'll talk about everything that's happened, and I'll catch you up.
I
The mining
expect a
song.
full accounting. What mining song, you crazy little dwarf?
I'm 4'6". I'm an average height dwarf. You don't know
Are you
the mining
compensating
song?
for something?
I am a
I've met your type
dwarf.
before. Big, brash, wave your arms around. It's all about me. Because you don't want nobody to look below your waistline.
What? I just need to know if they still sing the mining song. Brothers of the mine rejoice. Swing, swing, swing with me.
Do I look
Raise
like a
your-
miner?
Raise your voice, sing with me.
Down and down and through the-
Are you saying I look like a miner?
The child is singing the song.
The child's a minor.
He is a
Why does
miner.
everyone keep calling me a miner?
Well, that's why you know the song, because you're a minor.
Oh, okay.
Someday you'll hit the magical age of consent, and then you'll just forget it because you won't be a minor no more.
What's consent?
Well,
Well,
Now
Tharak,
picks up the
well,
tinker
Tharak,
here and throws it at Ikrath.
Rudy,
who is
gonna
still
walk up-
hiding under the table, and when it smashes into the ground, he just hisses like a cat.
Rudy's gonna walk up to Ikrath and he's gonna hand him a rag and say, "Does this smell like chloroform to you?"
Why does everybody ask me this? Yes, it does.
Okay, pause. I need you to roll a Constitution.
wait,
save.
but remember, because I don't think you've been doing this, you get a +1 on Constitution saves versus drugs and alcohol.
This is not drugs or alcohol.
Yeah, it is. Chloroform is a drug.
Yeah, it is.
No. I asked him if it smelled like chloroform. I didn't say I was using chloroform.
Oh, what are you using?
Yeah, no, I've been waiting for this to fucking
I'm
happen.
using crawler mucus.
Oh.
So if he when he touched it to his face,
Oh, you're
Damn it.
using that?
It's a DC.
So wait, does
13,
it smell
so
like
you pass.
chloroform?
No, it doesn't. It smells like poison.
I think it went bad, mate. It doesn't smell like chloroform. You got me. Good one. Well, it smelled like death.
Derek, what kind of
It
friends
seems
do
all the
you
drugs giving him some kind of immunity.
This
to
is
this.
We're a weird bunch, Mom. Just
Obviously.
it-
I guess, I mean, if you're married to a Kraken, or getting married to a Kraken, by the way, we need to still figure out what date that is. Anyways, then I suppose this is normal for you.
kind of, but we're missing a tall, angry dragonborn.
I mean,
Right.
he is missing. I don't know if I would go so far as to agree with that statement, though. He liked to hit me.
I
I'm starting
can
to agree with
understand a lot of people probably want to hit you. What was your
I
name
know.
again?
It's like, what the hell?
What was your name again?
I'm Ikaraf.
Ikarath. How I say this tactfully? A wee bit annoying.
Damn, I'm slipping.
Half expecting you to
Sounds
go.
right annoying as hell.
I was half expecting you to have her go. Oh, thank you. Now I know how to permanently ban you.
Like cast a spell. Keep in mind when he walked in here, he was cleaning her shit. So
that's
like,
true. But she's
I don't know if
good.
she necessarily wants to get rid of me or she just hates the way I'm treating her.
No,
grandchildren.
she's still upset about the comment about her
Oh yeah,
grandbabies.
yep. Yeah, you never apologized for call. Did you?
No, I got chased underneath a chair.
Okay, yeah. So you never apologized for insulting her grandchildren.
Well, and for Igrath, I don't think he remembers that he did that, so
That's probably true.
it may be a while.
So if you want an inn, I mean, like I said, you don't really want to stay here. Orlanzax is probably the last inn that's doing any sort of business these days.
Dara's gonna pull out his gold pouch and just look at his mom as he straight up just pulls out 80 gold.
Thank you, son, but you keep it. You're
No,
going to need it for your children.
Refuse. Take the gold and get the place spruced up. Get new beds at least. If you can get new beds by tonight, we'll stay here. Deal?
We'd have to send for them from the outside. There's not, as you can see, there's not a lot of trees. We'd have to have them smuggled in.
35.
Christ. Alright, look, just take the gold. Promise me you'll use it to spruce this place up a little bit. I hate seeing that it's all run down.
I'll do what I can, but with no trade and no tourism, it's hard to run an inn.
I know, and I'm gonna do what I can to try and fix that.
Just don't get on the wrong side of the king. Like those poor dwarven prostitutes.
40.
I'm ready to bash his head in as well as the high priestesses.
You're going to kill the king, and the drummer, the thing goes. He goes on the drum and just stops, and the very few people in the room are looking at you.
No, but I would like to beat.
Yeah, fuck the king!
No!
Oh, they're bold words!
Oh god, an elf just screamed "fuck the king" at a dwarf.
Yep. And Tharek is just staring at Ikareth like,
I wish I knew invisibility like my dad, because I want to disappear now.
As bad as the king is, I don't know that I'd recommend shouting it across the city. I mean, Ikareth, you go right ahead. But Thalrak, I wouldn't recommend associating with him. Like I said, the two prostitutes didn't exactly have a good time.
What's the
Trust me,
prostitute?
Someone who gives hand jobs.
Yes, that's exactly right. The laser football.
Oh God.
Jordy attempts to kick Ikarath. Is Ikarath still under the table?
Yes, he's not
You haven't
coming out.
managed on the
Everyone's
attack.
had it. Everything he says every time.
You miss.
Jordy attempts to kick Ikarath again. And again. He's definitely dodging on the table. There we go. You take 1 damage.
Okay, I was told not to use that term anymore, so I won't talk about it.
So
What? Who told you that? Why wouldn't
I'm
you
not
be able
supposed
to
to
say
listen to you.
prostitute?
I'm not supposed to listen to you.
That's probably
Scroll up in
a
the chat,
good
dude.
general. That's probably a
No,
good
I
general
know,
rule.
but Ikarath wasn't paying attention to that.
Great
Oh,
nephew, you probably shouldn't listen to him.
Oh, don't worry, I'm not actually related to you. I didn't fuck a kraken.
No, she's talking to me.
Oh, did you fuck a kraken? I didn't think you knew what that was.
I didn't. No.
Okay, good. Then
Is
you and me are on the
everybody
same
fucking
team.
krakens? Is this some new trend?
No.
Let me just go on record saying I have never fucked a Kraken.
I don't think Dad has either.
Oh, did you not know that your father was engaged to Thorak's fiance before he was?
What?
oh, God.
Everybody's like,
Sorry.
oh, Ikarath's so stupid.
Have you
but
been
the
reading
smartest
too
people
much
we know
Lawson's
fuck
River?
kraken.
Tharak is just gonna.
Tharak, I
Mom,
told you,
I'll be back
Lawson's
tonight.
Lawson's
back
River was
tonight.
just a book. That's not how the cool kids live.
He's not. He's gonna just start walking away.
Come on, Catman.
Immediately start leaving. And he's just gonna call out, "Portable, let's go."
It looks like
I'm-
we're leaving. Oh, okay, we're leaving now. Wait.
I'll be back, Mom.
Ikarath cat. Psst, psst, psst. Come here.
Ah, what do I do now?
We've gotta go. Psst, psst, psst.
Before Cormal leaves, he hands a small pouch to Orimdor and then walks away.
Bye bye.
Ikarath
pouch
does
is
come out
portable.
though, and he stands between, like, behind Magni and the rest of the party, like, so that Magni's between him and the rest of the party.
Alrighty, come on, Catman. Let's go.
That was, as we're leaving, Jordy's going to say to the group, that was fun. Whose parents should we visit next?
Mine are either
Sorry.
traveling around the Underdark or dead, so we can't visit them.
Yes, there's a real quick aside. Did everybody
I
have
was
fun
gonna-
with that, or did anybody feel like we didn't get time?
No, this was hilarious. When Jordy asked whose parents they should visit next, Tharak just like looks at him and just goes, "How about yours?"
See, that would require me not to be an orphan raised in a church that was run by a cult.
I mean, we could go visit mine. But I wouldn't like to see me.
Yeah, but your parents are accustomed
Didn't
to
your parents
antics.
try to kill you?
Huh?
No,
Okay,
didn't you
his
just say earlier that your parents tried to kill you?
His parents are Alvin and Terry.
No, I was talking
Oh.
about my original parents.
Hold on. Alvin fucked a kraken, and he got this?
What's
No,
Ikarath
not-
gonna do when he finds out that Terry's pregnant and he's adopted Randavius?
Not biological. I'm
There's another
I'm
way to be
adopted.
related to people?
adopted.
What does that even mean? People keep saying that.
It means he was stolen.
No,
Oh! I feel for you, kid. You've been there. Well, not really. I stole a kid once. I gave him back. Annoying little shit. But like, I could, you know,
What'd you
commiserate with
steal?
it. A child. He was like yay big, and Ikarath makes like a really, really tiny gesture with his hands.
What did you steal? Like a chicken?
No, chickens aren't like. Well, I suppose so. I don't
You
know. Can a
steal a
chicken be
baby
a
goat?
child?
I mean, you could steal a baby animal. Like, you could have stole a baby goat. That's called a kid.
No, there weren't any baby goats there. That's the reason why I ended up taking a child.
I don't know, but you stole a real child.
Well, it was on a bet. Like somebody's like, I bet you wouldn't steal a child, and I thought he said, I bet you couldn't steal a child, and I did, and then like I think he got arrested because to win the bet I had to give him the kid. He was a scumbag anyways. It's fine.
I think my parents stole kids to work on our plantation.
Yeah, see, everybody's stolen a kid or fucked a kraken. It's like, what have you done, Geordie? I feel like you don't talk enough about your exploitations.
He's not here right now. I haven't stolen a kid, nor have I.
No, but you were stolen as a kid, it sounds like. So, like, you know from the other side of that story.
But you said everyone here has either stolen a kid or. What did you say?
It's tomatoes,
Fuck
bell
the Kraken?
peppers, whatever, however you say that.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, Tharak is just, if the party's following him, he's going back to the temple.
Oh boy, we're going back to the temple.
Why
Oh,
are we
yeah.
going back there?
I think the kids my parents.
I'm going back because that is some knowledge that I want to obtain.
I don't want to be inside here.
I think the kids my parents stole were paid though, so they were mercenaries, not slaves.
At the door, Tharak's just going to
No,
like
mercenaries
turn
are
to him.
just slaves that you pay.
Exactly.
At the door, Tharak's just going to turn to you all and go, you all don't have to come in. You all can do, frankly, not anything you want, but you don't have to be here. I'm just going to go in. I'm going to go to the library to look up some knowledge, or at least try to. And if you want, you can help. But if not, you are free to go do whatever you want. Well, not anything you want. He's like specifically looking at Ikarath for that statement.
I don't steal kids anymore, and besides, these aren't even kids, they'd probably be dwarves around here.
A dwarf can be a kid.
No, they're born at like 50 years old. It's creepy. They have little beards and everything.
I call lying.
No, that's actually not true. We're born at like 0 years old, but Grey Dwarf children have beards. So do the females.
I don't even want to try to figure that one out.
Don't. Alright. But anyways, if you want to come in, you can. If not, I don't care. Just don't end up arrested. Belred, a lot has been going on.
Tharak's mom is upset with him.
Oh, he was here for that.
I went AFK when we were leaving the bar.
Basically, Tharak is going in. He needs to see if he can. Well, he's going to try to get into the temple's
That's over here, number
library.
2.
Yeah, he's going to try to basically go into the temple's library, and he's like, "You all can join if you want to, but you don't have to."
Oh, if we're just gonna go reading, I want to go read, but I can't.
Alright.
Yeah, I love books.
I'm just gonna stare at them and not be able to understand them.
Alright, so Tharak is just going to start heading over towards the library then. And then he's going to try that door.
It opens.
Alright, and Tharak's going to make his way to the library and start looking through stuff.
Alright, what are you looking for?
Basically, Tharak is looking through what he can, like, what challenge, like, what events can change the leadership of the Dwarven city, but primarily more the High Priestess at the moment. He's going to be more reasonable in his goals of trying to realign the church with what Morden views are.
For the church, roll investigation.
Okay.
You have to be sworn into the clergy, and you have to work your way up the differing ranks. There's a Great Britain style lineage and diverse next in line structure going on inside.
Like military? Is this like military ranks then?
Yeah, kind of. Just more of them.
Okay, we never talked about this. So what rank would Thalrak be then? I mean, we could talk about this after the session if need be. I'm just trying to figure
I
it out.
don't know where would your character be?
I need more on like exactly how this hierarchy is structured. We need to talk about this after session.
It's
outside of session.
mostly political. So would you have played any political games?
I mean, growing up, he probably would have had some experience doing it.
And probably like 6 out of 20.
Okay, so about halfway. Okay.
Wait, what? 6 out of 20 is not half, my
Even
guy.
Icarus, like, what's that
I heard
math?
12 in my head. For some reason, I heard 12 in my head. Don't judge me. All right.
And then there's like there's ranks inside of like with those people inside of there, but that'd be the tier you're in.
All right. And while he's there, he's also going to like look through for anything on like, and he like as he was growing up, he went through these books extensively for stuff on the books of Morden, but he's gonna just he's gonna look through just to see if there's anything new that may have come up, like if there's any new books that may have come up that may have new leads or something like that.
Cornwall finds a book, and as he's leafing through it, roll luck.
Me or
Cornwall, you run across something in Draconic that says, and left the dragons did. The ruby was too much for them. They abandoned the island mountains and struck out for the mainland. And then it blurs off just from old age.
Ikarath would be looking for alchemy books to see if they have anything in there.
Do you read Dwarven?
I don't think so, but let me check.
Left the dragons.
I do not.
I mean,
ruby
you might be able to
was
recognize a few formulas or a bit here or there, but you can't read it, so.
Thus, they left the what?
The island mountains and headed to the main continent.
Mountains and.
Yo, Thalric, there's something wrong with like all these books. They're like not in a real language.
Ikarath, please leave my sacred temple.
If this is your temple, why don't you just kick that bitch out?
Because I'm not high enough rank.
Oh, I can help you get high, mate. I can help you get high.
Ikarath, not that kind of high.
Tharak, you are aware my going rate is 200 gold. Just say the word.
But that wouldn't solve
Oh, I
the
can get you
problem.
high for a lot less than that. You're a buddy of mine. I wasn't even going to charge you.
Have you forgotten my profession, Ikarath?
He apparently
Maggie knocks on
has.
the door and Slip pretty goes, "Who is it?"
It's Magni.
Don't have time for you.
I'm just here to ask something. I just need to know, what was your opinion on the old priest?
How can I say? You support a traitor. What more is there to say? You should not be the leader of an entire religion for an entire continent. If you'd support someone who would try and supply arms to the elves.
Alright, just wanted to know, Miss Pretty Armor.
Pretty hammer. You better straighten out or I will smack you straight.
I'm sorry, it's just the arm. No offense, really, but what's with the golden armor? As far as I remember, gold isn't the best armor material. It's too dense, right?
It depends on if it's gold or... And she runs her staff across it. Gold, and you see it shimmer with like a blue grid.
Neat! Anyway, I guess enjoy whatever it is you do now. Goodbye.
The homeless people are getting worse and worse every day.
Oh my gosh. I swear she did not just... I should move back to the Underdark. Had a plantation and everything. Got all the guys I wanted. I could talk to rich people, though I hate them. Freaking treating me like a homeless person.
Alright, back to Jordy, Ikarath, Elrid.
Just looking around for books.
Alright.
I imagine you said I'm gonna strike out during this, so.
Yep. Cornwall showing the passage of Thalrak.
It's talking about the ruby.
No, the what?
The ruby.
Alright. We can take the book and we'll look at it later, alright?
Okay, I can't read anything else. I can only read this passage.
Alright. What does the passage say?
Left the dragons did. The ruby was too much. Thus they left the island mountains and headed off to the mainland. The dragons didn't like a ruby.
Yeah, that much is fair, and now we have it, so that's probably part of it.
Can you go see the ruby?
Look, they said it was in the mine. The mine is probably not the place we want to go to right now without some sort of plan.
Okay.
But good job, kid. I would not have been able to find that because I can't read. What language is that?
Draconic?
Huh. Alright, don't matter what we have it. We have it.
It's the
But-
only thing I can read.
Yes, and you helped me a great deal. Because if it's something that even dragons don't want to mess with, that's a pretty good sign.
Can we just hold on to this book? Or...
No, let me. And he's gonna ask Cornwall to repeat it again, just so we can like grab a piece of paper and write it down.
Okay, so Meta, make sure I wrote this correctly because I think I got.
I
the
don't
last
even remember
word
what I
wrong.
said.
This is what I.
I'll tell you if anything sounds wrong.
That's what I got.
Left the dragons did. There was too much. So set the mountains and headed off to the mainland. Yeah, that sounds about right. Two F's with the off. But yes.
Oh yeah, that's me freaking typing. There we go.
Yep. That is
And Tara's
what
gonna like,
was written.
and Tara's just gonna pet Cornwall in the head and be like, "Good job, lad. You found at least something."
Do I put it back now?
Yeah, go ahead and put it back.
Okay.
Meta, did you say what I found with my 18 and now?
You just found.
Oh, that's right. That was the hierarchy bit. Yeah, that's right. That's
yep,
right.
Yep. So, what are you guys doing now? It's approaching night after all this time scouring a library.
Do you think the shop would still be open?
Probably we can stop on the way back and we'll get you the incense.
Okay.
Are you looking for what are the components you need for your spell?
For Find Familiar, I need 10 gold's worth of either charcoal, incense, or herbs.
Yeah, you can find charcoal.
Okay.
That's it though. And how much is it? 10 gold's worth normally?
10 gold's worth.
40 gold.
Okay.
Are you just buying one instance of it?
Yes, that because I need it an instance just to summon.
No. But do you have more gold, or is that all you can buy?
I have more gold.
Okay.
You sure you want to buy it at that inflated rate?
That's the thing. It's 40 gold for one summon.
When it's normally 10.
It's 4 times the amount, so I don't think it's a good idea to stock up here.
Okay. No, that's fine. Thork was at least going to be willing to pay for a second one if you wanted him to.
No, Carmel only needs the one for now.
Okay.
Poor Keely got eaten by a monster. Walking
Keely
up the
got
mountain
melted.
Christmas Eve.
Really
You
got
can
melted
say
by
there's
a
no
monster.
such thing as monsters. But as for me and Cornwall, we believe.
Oh, God.
My little owl got melted by a monster.
Anywho, so after that, after we go shopping, Thor's gonna head back, as he promised, to his mother's inn.
Oh, she's not at the inn. She's at her house.
She's at the house then? Okay. She said to have him meet her at the inn as they were closing up.
Oh, okay, then that is where she is.
That's why I was like, wait, what?
I got a good memory. Shh.
Yeah, we're back.
Bob Hammeross is passed out on the table, drooling.
Alright.
Blinky is asleep.
Thor's just gonna look at the others and be like, Thor's just gonna look at the others outside and be like, y'all don't have to come in. I need to have a conversation with my mother alone. The only one that I think would be okay to have inside right now, just so that way Jordy can do, frankly, whatever he wants, is Cornwall, so I can keep an eye on him.
Okay. I'm just gonna go sit in the corner and summon Keely.
I feel me doing whatever I would please might be a dangerous proposition, for one. For two, I
Anything
probably should
within
not.
reason.
More specifically, I was referring to the fact that I probably should not be going anywhere not escorted by a dwarf in the city, and neither should Ikrath.
That's why there's Elred and Magni.
There are 2 other dwarfs in our group.
Batteries.
Yes, AA and AAA certainly are outside, but
So far, no one seems to have really noticed that you're a elf. He says that word like super quiet.
do we know where we're staying the night? We can start there.
Well, my mother recommended, what was the name?
I think it was Orland's Axe.
Yeah, that's it. Orland's Axe.
It's a real
So-
nifty inn.
If you all want to go for that inn and at least get settled in there, I'll be over later.
That's probably the best idea.
Do you want me to go too?
Cornwall, you can stay here if you want, or you can go with Uncle Jordy. Frankly, I have no sway one way or the other which way you do this.
I gotta read my book for a little bit.
It's more of, do you want Kiwi now, or are you willing to wait till you get to the other place?
I can wait. It's gonna take an hour to bring her back.
Alright. You can go ahead with Uncle Jordy then.
Okay,
As long
bye.
as he's okay with you going.
Of course.
This campaign's a lot about babysitting.
Yeah, between Igrath and Cornwall, Jesus, I think I'm ready to be a dad.
Well, and then and Alvin's taking care of Randavius and Cornwall and a child soon to come. We're about 4.5 months in.
Uncle Jordy,
Yes.
is prostitute a word I can't use either?
Oh my god. Yes.
Okay.
Elrid is correct. It's not a polite word. It's probably not something I should be telling you, but it's not too graphic to explain. A prostitute is one who trades sex for money.
Sex of what?
That really depends on the prostitute.
I think
Like,
he
no,
said
just
sex.
what's in the sex? Like,
Oh, sex.
Usually disease.
oh, kind of like that rag you tried to get me to sniff earlier. Oh my god, are you a prostitute?
That wasn't disease, you moron. That was poison.
I'm not this.
No, I mean I got a good whiff, man. That smelled like death, whatever it was.
That's what poison is. You're
See?
not so
He's
bright,
agreeing
are
with
you?
me.
Are you sure you didn't smell it? You can try again.
No thanks, mate. That gave me a tummy ache.
I'm not.
Which is
very
weird because I smelled it with my nose. So how is that connected?
What?
Well, if we try again, we might find out.
Why do you keep trying to put poison on him?
I don't know, mate. They don't like me very much sometimes.
I mean,
If
I
they
did.
do knock him out, they're gonna be the ones dragging him around.
I did talk about putting an elephant on you when you were being obnoxious.
Yeah, but that's kind of like all the time. And honestly, I've been threatened with worse.
So they trade.
Okay, so
You trade sacks of disease for what?
Cornwall, you do understand what happens when a mommy and daddy love each other, right?
Reproduction?
Yes. And do you know what causes reproduction?
No.
Okay.
I
So
don't stare at, I don't
I'll-
stare at animals in the forest when they're doing reproduction because I can hear them talking about it. I leave.
right, so a prostitute is one who trades the act of reproduction with anybody who's willing to pay for it.
That's weird.
It seems like a terrible idea.
Well, you know, some people are what's the word I'm looking for? Horny idiots. And some people are desperate and lonely. And the prostitutes just want money and usually are desperate and have family issues that have led them to be willing to do that.
Okay.
The long and short of it is prostitutes are not necessarily people that you should be pursuing a long-term relationship with when you're old enough.
Or any.
What's old enough? Is that a question I should ask my dad?
All of this is a question you should ask your dad. You
Yes.
ask me all of the questions that you should be asking your father. So be sure to ask your father what a hand job is and what a prostitute is.
I can't cast sending, so I can't ask him.
Well, he's gonna cast something on you at some point, does he not? Just when he does, say, "Hey, what's this? What's that? These are new words I've learned from Uncle
Tarek's getting
Ikarath."
in trouble.
Very, very important that you mention Ikrath.
Yes, these are all words that you learned from Ikarath.
Okay.
I don't feel like that's fair because I didn't know half of these men either.
I think we should give Thalrak a long time.
Oh, I assumed we were having this conversation outside the door. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, me
No,
too.
that's what I thought you guys were too.
Just Ikrath is.
Oh, am I still inside? I didn't mean to be.
Yeah.
Alright.
No, I'm outside.
I moved.
You
it.
guys, Meta, you can
Oh.
focus on the rest of the party for a bit.
Yeah.
I need to go get a drink.
So continue, guys. Or do you guys want to go to the inn?
Yeah, let's go to the inn.
It's
Sure,
a
why not?
beautiful
Prostitutes we
inn.
could
It's
point
so
out to Cornwall.
beautiful.
Why?
Look at this lovely inn. It's got a guy doing drums. It's got tables. It's got public forges. It's got beer. It is a magnificent inn. It is the only one that seems well patronized in the entire city.
Do you think they allow dogs?
You're not a dog, you are a person.
Yeah, point at doggy.
I thought he was
Oh.
dead.
No?
No, the bird's dead.
Oh, the
Bird's
bird.
dead.
Kiwi's dead.
I assume we'll find out if they tell us no dogs allowed.
I gotta
Okay.
find you a token for that. That's a German Shepherd.
Yep.
So continue.
Should probably grab some sleep sometime soon.
I mean, to be honest, ever since I started traveling with you guys, I had to flip my sleep schedule all around. I'm used to sleeping during the day and then running around in the night.
Well, young one, would you like to hear a bedtime story?
Sure.
Alright, just whenever you go to bed, tell me and I'll tell you one that my grandpappy told me when I was about your age.
Okay.
A dwarven story for a 4-year-old child. I shudder at the thought.
Oh, look, a new dog.
Thank goodness.
I gotta link it somehow, don't I?
Yep.
Where is it?
So go into party 3. No, party 1. Cornwall's buddies, and you'll see doggy.
Okay, what's the thing I'm supposed to put in? 'Cause I think it had something on green.
I just have AC and HP. So that's HP is 5, AC is
Okay.
12.
And then I go and find Party 1 NPCs. Wait, it's not in there. Oh, it's in Cornwall's buddies.
Yes. Everything's stored there.
All right, it's fixed. We have a proper dog now.
Okay.
And continue, sorry. Where were we at? Are you guys coming up asking for drinks? What are we doing?
Yeah, Elred wants the strongest drink that
Oh,
Orlon offers.
You want more than summer, do ya? You think you can handle it, young one?
Yes, I do.
Oh, that will be 30 gold pieces.
Alright.
Tell me I'm wrong.
It'll really hammer you home. It'll
And
give
what's
you
the
the
rolls?
beating you've been waiting for. Alright, so did you
What's-
give him 30 gold?
Yeah.
Okay, are you drinking it?
Yeah.
Roll 6 constitution saves.
Did they all go through, or is one missing?
You have all of them.
Well, no, you have advantage because you're a dwarf, so you gotta rolls. 6
So
of them at
12.
advantage. So you need 3
Oh.
more.
6 sets of Constitution saves
Yeah.
at advantage. Okay. All right. So you still need 2 more. So there's 1, and then you need 1 more.
There we go.
There you go.
You were surprisingly only buzzed. It did taste fucking fantastic, though. Like, if this was what ale was supposed to be, if there was ever, like, a spiritual definition of it, this is what you just drank.
I like how I got a nat 20 and a nat 1 on the same roll. That's a delicious ale. Thank you.
You're welcome, young one. I'm surprised to see you still standing. Seems like a few of you can drink still. And what about you, wee little elf man? I suppose you can't even handle a lady's drink.
I can handle it just fine, but
Oh,
I
really?
choose not to drink.
Really? That's what, yeah, sure. I bet, what about you, little elf man over there?
I genuinely don't understand why you're bringing my size into it when you're talking about a woman's strength. Like, those two things aren't correlated at all. In fact, that seems rather anti-feminine of you. Like, do you believe that women are just as good as men, or are you some sort of chauvinist pig?
It's also rather amusing to be called little by a dwarf.
I wasn't going to go there because that's rude also, but like, you know. My friend here is not wrong.
It's because the women are the ones who's got to put up with the drunk men that they drag home. They beat them over the head a few times, they drag them home in the street, it'll be fine in the morning, and then maybe a little bit of groveling. At least that's how my wife likes it.
Hey, Icarus, you remember that thing that you did at Alvin and Terry's wedding? You should do that again.
You know, I've heard worse ideas, I really have. Yeah, alright.
Oh, blimey! It changed!
What the blue
That's
blazes
a
of
talent!
blood?
How much time do you spend playing with yourself?
Do I look like I have a penis?
No, exactly, you had a penis, now you have boobs.
Yeah, they're not
I don't know
nearly as much fun to
how
play with.
dwarven anatomy works, but you are aware that those are in 2 different points of the body, right?
Don't you?
I feel like this is a conversation I'm supposed to walk away from.
I'm a prostitute.
You're a prostitute.
Dwarven dicks where female dwarves' boobs are. I don't understand this.
No, he's just saying I can tell the difference. He was a man, now he's a woman. If you can change form, obviously you get the benefits of both sides.
Both of you two assume he had a penis. You never saw it.
Hold on, mate. No, he's right. I did have a penis.
Are you
And I
saying
was
you
like,
didn't have
I
a
didn't
penis?
lose it. I've just
I'm
got it
sorry,
tucked away.
I'm sorry. I did not know you did not have a penis. Many are very sensitive about this sort of topic. I apologize. The room's on us.
Yes!
Only his room, though. Or her room.
I don't feel like that's good enough. I want a drink.
All right, if
That's
you
what
think
I'm saying.
you can handle it. And he slides you over the same thing. Makes 6 con saves.
With
I was gonna say,
1.
I came back at the weirdest time.
Yeah, probably. Okay, you're unconscious on the ground, past sprawled out like a college girl with her after her first night of spring break.
Oh,
All right.
Majority will firemen's carry her to her room.
What's happening over there? Oh no.
Also, he would turn back into a guy because Alter Self requires concentration.
Oh, there you go. Well, I'll be.
You can't maintain concentration while you're
It's a
unconscious.
poor story that no penis.
You're getting
Well, you
there
don't
with
need to
the
hear
conversation.
any of that. I think they might be going insane.
Where are the rooms? Are they up the stairs or?
Yeah, we're gonna say that, and we're gonna get rid of all that stuff there because that makes sense why there's stairs there now.
you barricade the stairs?
There we go.
I honestly thought that was like a pocket sliding door.
I was like, I thought it was like to a cellar, and I'm like, I'm not gonna deal with them trying to go into a motherfucking cellar, but now it's just going to the rooms.
Can I have a room?
What kind of room do you want, little one? You have the worst rooms, the best rooms, or the bestest rooms?
What's the difference?
Well, the worst rooms are the horse stables. The best rooms, they're alright, they'll get you by. But the bestest rooms, oh boy, them's are choice. You ever want to live like a king, you get the bestest room. You get your own private bathtub. You can play submarine here. And he reaches out and he reaches under the table and says, here, if you get the bestest room, you can have this rubber ducky.
How,
Yeah, that's what sold Korma.
well, how much is the bestest room?
10 gold pieces.
Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go.
He takes the gold, hands you the rubber ducky, and says, enjoy. They're magically enchanted with clerical magic. On the right side, there's a little knob that turns on the hot water. On the left is the cold water.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
I'll take a bestest room as well if you have another.
Yes, 10 gold.
Here you are. Yeah, I have 10 gold.
I'll just take a regular room. The best one.
Alright, 1 gold. I see you're not quite as well-to-do as the rest of your party. I understand. We've all been there.
Some people need softer beds than others.
But why would you lie asleep in a hard bed when you can have a soft one? I mean, I understand. Hard times are hard times. We're all living through them. There's no shame in taking the worstest rooms if you have to.
Howard's not taking the horse stables, he's taking like the middle one.
Yeah. He was
Okay.
offering you to go down a tier. See, he says there's no shame in it.
No, that's fine. Just the best is fine.
Alright. And he gives you a nod as you walk off. And now we flip over to the other place. And it's Dalrak's turn. Puz, are you there?
What's up?
You're up.
Alright. So if I was going to walk up to his mother at this point, because she's over in the corner,
Yep.
Ugh, excuse me.
and he's just going to pull up a chair across from her and be like, alright, look, I'm not trying to be distant, but you couldn't patiently wait. You had to keep pushing.
I got to take every opportunity I've got.
Mom, it's not like I'm gonna suddenly disappear.
Like you
So-
did for 40 years.
I said goodbye to you and Paul when I left.
We thought you'd come back every decade or so.
Well, plans didn't work out that way, and I'm sorry.
Always excuses ever since you were a child.
Mom, look, I've gotten better as a cleric, and I've even been blessed by Moradin. And I mean by Moradin himself.
Well, that's quite the achievement. But what rank are you in the church?
Frankly, I don't even know anymore at this point. My rank may go up if I actually show them that I'm blessed by Moradin, but I'm also wanting to keep that under wraps for now because if the church is, well, as corrupted as the rest of the leadership of this town, God forbid that puts a mark on my head. Or a mark on you and Pa's head. And I don't want that.
I suppose that makes sense. But tell me about this fiance and grandchildren that you've been hiding from me.
Alright, but I'm gonna need a drink first.
She pulls out something from her own backpack and says, "Don't drink from behind the bar."
Thank God you have the good stuff. And he's gonna just immediately take a swig.
These are shot-taking liquor.
Okay, then that's fine. He's gonna take a
So
shot
a
then.
Constitution save without advantage.
Oh, without advantage.
Yes. You are just past buzzed into drunk.
Okay. So
Like-
I just I'm starting to feel the buzz.
No, you're past buzz. You're just barely into drunk.
Okay.
Like you
Okay.
would walk just the teeniest bit funny, and you would talk just a little bit slurred. You're definitely, if you stand up quick, you're definitely gonna take a second to adjust, sort of deal.
Okay. God, that's good stuff. Christ.
Always has been. Always has been. And she is always has been.
She rolled the same as me, didn't she?
She rolled an 8. Always said like mother like son.
Look, Mom. The dragon thing. I didn't actually expect it to go the way it did. But
Yes. I suppose alcohol was
No.
involved.
Okay, look. We were dealing with some cultists and they had a crack in it.
You're in a cult now.
Oh, we were dealing with cultists. The ones that I told you that tried to fight me over damn breakfast. Because I worshipped
What is it with you and breakfast? You swear we never fed you as a child.
Just as important. I never said you didn't feed me. God.
But you're going to war over breakfast.
No, they started it. I did nothing wrong.
I feel like ruining a breakfast is maybe not proportionate with genocide.
Alright, anywho, they started attacking us. And we had to figure out what was going on because they were cut up in the town that we were in. We found some underground catacombs that was filled with water, and inside the waterways was a crack. The bard, who is named Elvin, who is Cormal's adopted father.
Oh yes, Elvin the Great. We've seen flyers about him.
Oh, alright, good, because he's
Is it true he's the mayor of Safe Falls, and he liberated the city of Rakoge?
I helped with the Rakoge. I don't know if he's the
Oh,
mayor.
you were and friends.
Yes,
You weren't
he
good
was-
enough to take the title.
What title?
It's when it came across in the news, it was Alvin and friends. Liberator Rakoge.
Mom, we didn't even know that rumor had spread until we got to the town that he's now mayor of.
Well, I
because-
still send in for the tabloids. I'm sorry, it's a guilty pleasure. I know I could put the money to better use, but you know, it brings me joy.
It's alright. Look, we didn't even know that they were saying that he was the hero until much later, so I couldn't really dispute those
But why are they
claims.
saying that he's the hero and not you? Obviously, he was more heroic.
Mom, he didn't ride a cat into battle.
Is that what kids are calling it these days? Riding into battle! Oh, you gave it to her!
No. I love it. Oh my god.
Was Thalric ready for this? Were any of you ready for this?
No,
Oh,
I wasn't even ready for that.
how does one prepare for
But
that?
I have work tomorrow. I don't want to have to start drinking this late, but I might.
Hmm.
Mom, look, literally, I wrote. I. I'm absolutely trying to think of a way to say this without her being like, "Oh yeah, it's exactly what I've been saying," kind of thing. Look, no,
She takes
Mom.
another shot.
That's fine.
She passes one to you.
Mom, I'm good for now. I'm
Yeah,
good.
really, my dwarf of my own blood won't drink more than one shot.
Mom, I already have a mild headache from trying to
Oh,
navigate.
mild headaches enough to stop a
Mom.
magma forge.
Trying to talk to you is absolutely giving me a headache.
Oh! So I'm giving you the headache now.
You're taking things out of context. You're throwing in whatever you believe is what you're hearing. Of course I'm gonna have a headache.
But excuse me for looking out for my son.
Oh my God, Mom. Fine.
I work and I work and I work so that I can
God.
pass this down to you like it's been passed on to me by my mother. And I work every day and you come home and you're giving me a headache just because I want to know all about your life.
No, not that. You take what I say out of context and then you. Oh
Well,
my
maybe
God.
if you had kept me more up to date, I'd have more context.
I'm trying to give you the information, but you. Whatever.
And
Anywho.
you're turning down drinks as a magma forge.
Anywho.
What would your father think?
Oh, can I just get through this before I take my next shot?
Fine. Ginger's a
Look,
pussy.
Alvin was engaged to the Kraken, but really didn't want to be engaged because he was already engaged in a way to. What is she? I think 3,000 years old.
Yep.
But look, he already had somebody that his heart belonged to. I'll put it that way. So I was kind enough to take the necklace that we had found that gave us the ability to talk to the Kraken, and the Kraken took it as a sign of engagement. And I don't know how Kraken anatomy works because this is throwing me off. Yes, Alvin absolutely is speaking right now. I don't know how it happened. I don't know that we never did anything. All I know is I found out through her that she produced little krakens that had my beard. I don't know how that happened. I don't understand the anatomy of a kraken for that to happen. But I do have plans for her if I can get the pieces in motion. But right now, I don't even know how I'm going to start with those finding the pieces that I need.
Well, you can start by getting married. It's been a year.
Mom,
Also, where are my grandbabies?
Mom,
You didn't bring them?
Mom, the krakens, they're not gonna be out of the water.
We could have brought them to Dweeport. We could have traveled down.
I don't even have a way to talk to them. And I'm pretty sure the one was sassy the last time I tried to talk to them, and kind of
So
had this.
where are they then?
I don't know, Mom. I really don't
You
know.
don't know where your own children are.
They went under the water. I don't know what you expect from me. I don't swim.
Where did you leave them? Just on the side of the box somewhere in the river.
No, in the town with Alvin. That's
And
the
what do they do in the town?
They helped us defend the town.
You're saying my grandbrothers are soldiers at 1 year old.
I didn't even know that they were gonna fight until I saw the beard and then realized that they were mine. Oh no, Thalric's not talking ill. Thalric's not talking ill here. But
For him, Alvin, when people talk about him being the Alvin the Great, is ill for him.
So
that's the mother talking like
Yeah.
that, not him.
So when are you going to bring by your fiance?
Well, Mom, the plan I have, if I can find one or even be able to cast it, would be to see if she would like me to find a wish spell to make her a full dwarf. And her and the kids can then be free to visit you. We can do the wedding and all that, and actually make it, official. But to find a goddamn wish spell, I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know anyone that can cast the damn thing.
Are we going full on Little Mermaid here?
You don't need wish spell. I'm just gonna say that right now. You don't need a wish spell.
That's all Thalric has right now. That's all he knows.
True polymorph.
Shh. Thalric doesn't know that though in character.
Oh yeah, you
However,
probably
Alvin
wouldn't-
has connections.
You probably
Alvin
didn't know.
Alvin has been developing powerful connections.
Yeah, Thalric as of right now does not know of that spell. He basically his wish is like the most powerful spell. That's basically far and wide. That's basically where his mind went in terms of what would be the best thing for that.
Well, that would be nice if your grandparents are still alive, and Dweeport's been rough on them.
Trust me, Dweeport kicked the shit out of me.
What happened there?
Let's just say that someone tried to blame little Cormal for a crime. I tried to stand up for him, so that way he wouldn't be, arrested unjustly. And then the guards decided to beat the shit out of me for it. So, all because I'm a quote-unquote pureblood.
Yeah, they don't like us down there very much.
Yeah, it was nice to figure that out when I got there.
Well, if you had ever paid for a sending scroll, maybe you would have known what you were walking into.
I didn't expect such a drastic change, especially with Moradin's teachings, saying that all dwarves are considered equal.
That's not what the High Priest tells us now. And let me tell you, that's backed up by the king, too.
Trust me, I really want to punch her skull in pretty bad. She called me an undesirable or unworthy or just, someone that didn't belong. And I am ready to make her good on her word and beat the pulp out of her.
So what are your plans for the future?
Well, right now I'm going to see what I can do about the town and getting basically our leadership back on the right track.
And how do you intend to do that with the king the way he is?
Mom, I don't know. It's so early. I don't have an exact plan yet. Right now, I don't even know if I can talk to him. But right now, at least my initial planning has me considering taking over the head of the Moradin Temple as head priest. But
And you've raised 20th rank in the church.
Like I said, Mom, I don't know what rank I'm at right now. Especially now that I have the blessing of Moradin. And he's going to actually do this in front of her. He's going to just wave his hand next to him, and a 1 foot wide, 2.5 feet tall wall is just going to pop up like right there. like with the thin side facing him,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just gonna go ahead, hit this thing as hard as you want. It won't break.
So she goes to punch it, and when her fist connects with it, it starts to burn her, and she pulls her hand back, as if scalded.
Wait, that's new. Farah just
What
like
did
looks
you do that for? That hurts.
Mom, that's never burned. And like Derek goes to touch it.
Nothing happens. Just, I mean, it's normal thing. It's normal, like, grid wall thing.
Mom, I don't know why it burned you. I really don't. And he's gonna keep his hand on it, like to show her, like, I'm not purposely doing this to you.
Because I guess you're not as strong of a cleric as you thought you were. Can't control your own magic.
No, Mom, it's never done this to anybody. I mean, mind you, I haven't really used it all that much. That's also why I have it, because
Really? Let's go find out then. And she goes and she
No,
grabs
no,
Bob
stop.
Hammerross. And she wakes him up and says, Bob, touch the wall. So he says, only if you'll give me a free drink. And she grabs a shit bottle off the bar, hands it to him, and he touches it, and he pulls his hand back as it burns. What did you do that for?
I didn't do anything. It's all it's ever done is just be a wall. It hasn't burned anything or anyone before. This is new. Like I don't know, and he's gonna go take his hammer and like swing it at the wall just to show that it like won't break or anything like that.
It's great that it won't break and all, but if it burns us, I don't see the use.
It's great if I ever need to block a doorway or something, but I don't know why it's burning you. I don't know. I haven't even messed with all this much. I basically have used it for some mild cover in combat and using it to make sure that people can't get in a doorway. That's all I've used it for.
So you're breaking over a glorified doorstop.
No, I feel like I can get better with it, but I need more time to practice with it. And I can only do this once a day. And he's like, do you need to do anything before I make it disappear? Because I can't do this again until I rest for the night.
No, but I've got to get going. I have to sleep. I have to work early in the morning.
Alright, look, Mom, just tell Dad I said hi. I know I already saw him, but just tell him again I said hi. I'll try to stop by sometime tomorrow when I can. I'll probably stop in the evening just to see the two of you at home, alright?
Alright, we'll see you then if we're home.
And Tara's gonna like take the shot that's still on the counter or on the table waiting for him.
Alright, at not advantage. You're just normal drunk.
And Tara's gonna just get up and leave then at that point.
Alright. So I assume you're gonna go to the inn?
Tarek isn't gonna go straight to the end. He's just gonna kind of slowly like walk around the town. Like he's not taking the most direct route. He's kind of like zigzagging through the streets a bit, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And like he's just kind of looking at the town, wondering what's happening. He's just like looking at the people and stuff like that, trying to just see if there's anything else that's new in terms of the grand scope of things.
There appears to be, I guess, roll investigation. Nope, you don't know shit.
I'm taking this up to also being drunk, because, I mean, he's also a bit inebriated right now, so.
Alright. So eventually, what do? Do you go back to the house? Do you go to an inn?
No, I'm going to the inn. I'm just making like a slow zigzagging round, so like it's definitely not the straightest of shots.
Yep. They're all asleep. You're coming in.
All right, Dark's gonna come in, and he's gonna walk up to the bar and just take a seat.
He goes, can I
And-
help you, lad?
Yeah, I need a room.
Do you want the worst room, the best room, or the bestest room?
What are the prices?
1 copper, 1 gold, and 10 gold.
Give me the one.
Alright, I understand. Times are hard on us all. And he passes you a key.
I was gonna slide him 1 gold coin.
Did you need anything to eat?
No, I'm pretty good. Did you happen to see a pair of dwarves and a small kobold come in by chance?
Yes. They made quite trouble. And one of the elves that is a man and a woman, but has no penis in either form was here.
Tarek just bombs immediately at the description of Icareth. Alright, I don't know what that one is, but
So
Thank you.
whoever she is, she cannot hold her liquor.
that doesn't surprise me. And Dark's gonna like get up and
You can hold your liquor, right?
I've already drank. I'm good for the night. And he's gonna saunter over to the blacksmith area and just like, are these guys actually there working at this hour? Okay. Dark is just gonna go into the corner. And hang on, I gotta remember how much gold it is.
And yep, there's
Oh,
a
wait.
fully functional forge inside of the inn.
Oh yeah, I still have Rorschach's bag of holding.
That's for her books.
Yeah. Meta, how much value would you say the Mask of Rip Jones is worth?
Maybe a gold.
Hold on. That's spoken for.
You never took it. It was never given to
No,
you.
but you haven't turned it into a cod piece yet.
You're right.
True.
And in his state right now, he's not remembering that deal at all.
I mean, needless to say, I don't think Icareth's as the character probably doesn't remember that deal either.
Alright, so continue.
But he's gonna look at what he has. Like he's gonna ruffle through his bag, kind of half drunken. Well, I mean, he's still a bit drunk, so he's like looking through his bag. And he's gonna look through like what he has, and he looks at the mask, considers it, and puts it back. He's not sure what he's gonna do with that right now. But he's gonna go and put down. I think it's like 10 gold. Let me look. Yeah, he's gonna pull out 10 gold and kind of just put the pieces in a circle in front of him, and he's just gonna, in open view, he's just straight up doing. Was it Artisan's Blessing? He's just gonna channel his divinity for an hour to make himself just to make a random battle axe.
Alright.
Does anyone do anything while he's doing his thing?
Not really, they're focused on their thing.
at the end, he's gonna just take it, and he's not even he didn't spend like more than an hour on it, so there's no magical properties to it. He's just gonna like look at it, and then he's just gonna put it on the rack and then just leave. He's like he put a lot of work into it, but he's not happy. He doesn't know what he needs to do with it, so he's just leaving this really elegantly like designed battle axe on the rack, and he's just gonna turn and leave and just go up to his room at that point. Like he's very much feeling out of it right now with how things have changed in this city, and he's not exactly sure how he's going to tackle trying to fix it back to the way that it was for him. So at that point, he's just going to saunter quietly off to bed.
All right.
Magni is going to knock on Cornwall's door and ask if he. Are you ready for the bedtime story yet?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Cornwall's gonna open the door.
300-year-old man walks into 4-year-old's room at midnight.
Well, alrighty. So.
As long as he's not a priest.
The paladin. Alrighty. Well, he's gonna douse his cigar. This story my grandpappy told me. It's about a small town on the mainland. He never told me the name. They never really had a religion when they started. They were just kind of there. Until one day a cleric of Moradin came in and started preaching all about Moradin. Each of the townsfolk learned, and they loved Moradin and him for it. They saw him as a way to get to Moradin. They even named the church they built there after Moradin. But about 30 years went by, and then came in a priestess of Lathandra, and she came around and preached Lathandra's word, and the town switched and named the church after her, and worshipped her and saw her as their way to Lathandra. Then another priest came in for Sarin and did the same thing again, happened again. A few times, people came in claiming themselves to be gods, or that they'd found other gods, and the town would begin worshipping them instead. The town could never really seem to keep a religion. Occasionally, someone would come in and take out a religion, and people would hail them as heroes. The gods, however, were not very pleased by this, so the gods themselves convened, and they cursed the town. That the worship of the gods would bring no gifts to the folks there, until they ended the cycle. And the town continued the cycle, and the time between the switches of religion grew closer and closer together, until it was even just months between them. And the cycle, according to legend, is still continuing. But if a hero in silver clad comes and finds a way to break the cycle, the town will be freed. How'd you like the story, kiddo?
That's interesting.
I thought so.
Glad.
Yes. Silver, specifically, is what was told.
Clad, is that like armor?
Yes, like what, like the appearance of them, like silver clad, be it in silver armor, silver appearing skin, something like that.
Is that the one with horizontal and vertical stripes?
My dad has silver scales.
How interesting. Maybe you'll get to meet him sometime. Anyway, I've probably got to go off to bed now. Thanks for listening to my story, and he's going to pat Cromwell on the head, and he's going to go to his room and sleep.
Thank you.
Welcome, kiddo.
Alright, so you sleep the night away. Nothing eventful happens. You wake up the next morning. What are you guys doing?
Well, let's see. Okay, so it's the next morning. Hold on, sorry.
That was a comfortable room.
It was very comfortable.
Also, you get to make +1 at all con saves for the next 24 hours.
Woo! Also, look, I found this next to me this morning.
And you see Cormo's holding up chocolate.
Oh, wow, how interesting. I wouldn't recommend Donkey gets a hold of that, though.
I know he's not supposed to eat it.
Yup. Anyway, I'm gonna go see what these dwarves are making, or what they've made. See how poorly or well made they are.
Okay.
Do any of the weapons or tools seem very overly designed?
You got one overly designed warhammer in the rack over here.
No, the battle axe.
Battle axe, sorry.
Dwarves today, so obsessed with the looks of a weapon. Back in my day, actually no.
Roll luck.
Oh no, I forgot to roll my. I'm gonna see what my luck score is right now.
3d6.
12.
Alright,
Hey.
12.
I mean, that's not a high luck score, but it's higher than a lot of people are getting.
Alrighty.
So that's 18.
Okay, Thalrak does not happen to wander down while you're talking about his weapon.
No, Thalrak is still sleeping, and he is very much not immediately waking up.
Yep.
Hill dwarves, mountain dwarves, over designing stuff. Grey dwarves know how to make a practical one. Heck, older dwarves still know how to make practical weapons. Youngins today, so obsessed with looks.
All right. Jordy.
Cocaine.
Okay, so you're knocking on Icarus' door.
Well, I mean, technically, I would have been sleeping on the floor in Icarus' room because I took him to his room and I never paid for a room.
I mean,
Okay.
you could honestly just dump Ikarath on the floor and then sleep on the bed.
Jordy's used to sleeping kind of sitting down, leaned up against a wall, so it's not abnormal for him. So, out of courtesy, he would have put you on the bed and laid down next to the door.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
Cormo's getting breakfast for him and Doggy.
Probably making sure Icarus not dead.
Icarus,
And
are you
the-
alive?
Oh yeah, Ikarath has no memory of it, and so he's not immune to hangovers, but he has no clue why he's hungover, so he just kind of ignores it and it's like, well, life sucks sometimes.
Yeah, I believe that a dwarf was being a condescending prick. Seems to be par for the course, and you got hammered by Morin or some nonsense. I don't fucking know.
That doesn't sound right at all. Dwarves are fucking weird.
You got hammered.
Wait,
by
like Morden was
hammered.
himself? Is he real?
I'm sure.
That seems rather incredulous. Or I'm rather incredulous about what that seems. I don't know, mate. You want breakfast?
Sure.
Cool. And he pulls out a couple bumps of cocaine and offers one to Jordy.
But you said breakfast.
Yeah, and he takes his bump.
A con save. Remember to +1 it.
Yeah, so that'll be 13.
You're 5 cups of coffee deep in the morning. Like that's where you're at with that cocaine. Also,
Jordy will just hold
everybody.
up his hand and say, just to signal, no, thank you.
Also,
Oh,
while
come
this
on,
is
man. You don't
happening,
even know what you're missing, do you?
The ground starts to rumble, and shake, and the walls shake, and you can see things start to, you know, bump off the shelves before it settles down.
What in the name of Morden was that?
It's
What
just
was
another-
that?
It's just another one of the clicks. They've been happening more and more frequently.
I don't remember
Clicks
that
of
from when I
what?
was still up here.
What's causing these quakes?
We don't know, we just know they started after they discovered that damn ruby.
Sounds like we ought to get rid of this ruby if it seems like always cause
You
problems.
think you can get rid of it? Trust me, they've tried to get it out. They've tried to break it. Nothing they've tried has scratched it. And then came the creatures. Now you can't even get close.
Excuse me.
Yes, this wee little kobold.
Does this ruby have anything to do with dragons?
Why would you say that? I mean, my mother's tales used to tell me about dragons living in the mountains before dwarfs settled here, but as far as I know, those are only stories.
Okay.
Wee little one, do you want to be a dragon?
Huh? I don't know, I'm just a kid.
Is life a nightmare?
Yeah, sometimes.
I know that it's not fair.
Yeah.
That's a freaking song reference. Oh my god.
That's some nobody cares, and you're alone in the world.
I feel like it sometimes, but yeah.
Alright, so we'll continue from that. Sorry.
It's alright.
Sorry for those of you who didn't get the reference. So what else is going on? Ikarath, Thalrak, what are you doing when you're feeling an earthquake hit? And Jordy.
Ikarath is strongly considering bumping the other cocaine.
Yeah, Jordy like instinctively reaches for his weapons, but at the end of the day, what can you do against an earthquake? So he'll ease up. And is it still going, or
No,
was
it
just like
stopped. But it went for like a solid 30 seconds.
After the earthquake, Tharak's making his way down and like slowly sauntering over to the bar and sitting on the far side.
Yeah, Jordy's coming down, trying to keep an eye out to see if something down here caused it, because he doesn't know if it's like just the building or what. So he sees everybody over here is normal, so he untenses.
What was with the shaking? Ikarath, did you blow up something?
No, it's just an earthquake.
It's the Wiggle Ruby that's doing it.
It's from the ruby. We need to go look at it.
I don't think you'll be able to get down there, little one.
I don't know.
You underestimate the power of my pick. And he takes a pick out of his backpack and puts it back in.
I mean,
Overcompensating there.
What?
Nothing. The old ones.
me and, hold on.
As Carmel snaps his fingers and Petunia shows up.
Me and her always handle things pretty well.
Oi, lad, you got to keep those things outside.
This is my pet.
Yes, I'm not running a zoo here.
Well, I can send her away.
That would be best. We don't want her shitting all over my floors.
But she doesn't do that.
You can never be too safe. It only takes one bad set of food.
Okay. Should I have Donkey stay outside?
Is he potty trained?
I don't know.
Animal handling?
No?
And looking at your animal handling, it starts pissing on the counter, like on the edge of the counter.
I clean it.
He says, "Yes, you should probably keep that outside too."
Can I go put him with the horses?
Sure.
Okay. Come on, Logie.
And can I help any of y'alls with breakfast?
Howard says yes.
Alright, that'll be 5 silver.
Okay, and he hands 5 silver.
He hands
Over.
you some potatoes, with some leeks, and some grilled carrots.
Howard looks up and says, "Where's the meat?"
Sonny, I doubt you have the money for meat.
I guess we did sell a cow for 1,000 gold.
Can I get a senior's breakfast?
He says, what is that, just dust?
I just wanted to know if there was some sort of different breakfast for seniors. If not, I'll just have a breakfast.
I mean, do you have no teeth? We can get you some porridge.
I have teeth.
Well then, you can have the same as him.
Alrighty, thank you. Here's 5 silver.
Thank ya. Jordy?
Jordy's gonna eat his own food.
Alright. Pause.
Hang on, sorry, I'll be right back.
Alright. So what are you guys doing then while you guys are all eating?
Did I miss us figuring out why we can't go to the mine?
There's monsters.
I mean, you can
But
go
there-
to the mine. It's just a situation that you'll be entering. Like, nobody's outright said you can't go in there.
They said it's not a good idea.
Dare we test the waters?
I say we should go.
I'm down to fight down there. I want to see the ruby.
At the first sign that things are going to be more than we can handle, we pull out. Understood?
Okay.
That's what she said.
I was waiting for that.
I never understood that joke. Probably people said it all the time.
You see, little lad,
No,
if
no,
you
no,
pull
no,
out
no,
on time, you don't have children.
No. Wait. Cornwall, ask your father when you're older.
Everyone keeps saying older, but they never say when.
I don't know. You can ask him when you get back.
How long do kobolds usually live until?
Let's see. Elder Carl was 89.
Okay, so wait until you're 20.
Okay. And he was 89 and he wasn't being retired yet. So.
Now, we talked about this. Retiring and being retired are two very different things.
Yeah, everyone in my village kid is being retired because they break their kneecaps and then feed them to the wolves.
Ew. That is the correct use of that word.
Because they're not worth keeping alive, and the clan doesn't want to look after someone who doesn't participate.
This dwarf city must make a lot of sense to Cornwall.
And you know what's funny is that I have an exile feature that makes it so it's easy for me to understand cities after I've been in them for a while. But Cornwall already really understands this place. It's just a less brutal version of his home.
Right. Perhaps we should make our way towards the mine.
Can we leave Doggy here? I can't bring Doggy back like I can do with my other animals.
That might be a smart idea.
That's going to be up to the owner of this establishment. I would recommend it, but if he's not willing, then we'll have to
It's
get someone else
certainly
out.
included with the bestest room prices. Are you staying tonight as well?
We
I
will be
think
back,
so.
yes.
Alright, yes, as long as you come back and pay for another night, your dog can stay in the stables included in the price.
Okay.
Should we pick the horses with us?
No. I'm not trying to get our animals killed.
Yes, we should travel on foot.
Unfortunately, horses are not very quiet, so it's not a good idea to go into a place where we're not trying to attract a lot of attention.
And unfortunately, neither is Ikarath.
I mean, I can make all of you quiet.
Jeez, this kid is freaking hardcore. Threaten us.
Cornwall looking confused in his head.
And that wasn't a threat.
Alright.
Also,
Oh, wait, no, he's not here.
Uncle Johnny,
Yes?
what is this?
Can I hold up the chocolate to him?
God, does Jordy know what chocolate is?
And answer out to the common item, it has its own entry for its 10 gold for an ounce.
Gotcha. This is a treat called chocolate. It's very tasty. It's very sweet, and it's not good for some creatures like dogs.
Okay. Yeah, Maggie told me that this morning.
Yeah, you should take a small bite of it. See if you like it.
Well, you can
It was
ask where
sent
it
from-
came from.
I got it from Dad.
Okay, that's trustworthy. It's not from Ikarath.
And Cornwall finally takes a bite of his chocolate.
Alright. Yeah, it's good chocolate.
Where's the entrance to the mines?
We're gonna say... We're gonna do this real quick. That's what we're gonna do.
Also, I am back. Sorry about that.
It's alright.
Welcome back. We decided we're going to go to the mines.
Oh no.
And at the first sign of something that's beyond our ability, we're going to back out.
Okay.
So we're treading carefully.
Okay. Sorry, my uncle stopped by and wanted to give him something.
No, I don't want tornado.
There we go. Deep Mines entrance. And as you come up, there's guards there, and they say, "Halt! What brings you to the mines?"
Fighting monsters!
Well, I feel like if that's what you want to do, it makes our lives easier. And they will let you in very easily, in fact, but they do close and lock the gates behind you.
Why would they do that?
So
They just
nothing.
want to
I'm out.
And they want to make sure none of the creatures that they're keeping in here get out and attack the city.
See, they think we're going to die.
And you hear a loud screaming noise coming from deep within the mines, and what sounds like the rending of flesh or fabric or something.
Quick question: are we in the mountains?
At this point, you are, yeah. Oh, I mean, you're at steps that are going down into it, but yeah.
Well, I was just wondering if we're in the mount. If this is considered mountains or Underdark.
This would probably be mountains, but it would get
Okay.
to Underdark at some point.
All right, I'm just asking because it has something to do with my favored, my natural explorer feat. I
Yeah,
have
when you get
bonuses based
down
on
to
my-
where there is magma that you're seeing,
Mhm.
then that would be Underdark.
Okay.
But yes, you hear that scream, and you see there's a gust of wind, and some of the torches flicker before coming back to normal. And that's where we will leave it until next week.
So do you guys want to be super prepared for at the start of our next session?
What do you
What do
mean?
you mean?
Once we get into the point where we're in mountain terrain, do you want me to use primeval awareness?
I mean, that would probably be swell.
Yeah, you're in mountain terrain right now until you hit Underdark.
Yeah. Well, for primeval awareness, basically, for within 6 miles of me, I can detect the sets of aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiend, and undead.
All right.
So, because if we're in the mountains, I have 6 mile range. When I'm in a different terrain, I'm in 1 mile.
Yes, and you guys get 568 experience.
So that's why I'm asking if you guys want to be super prepared. I can make this journey a little bit easier.
Any opinions?
Easier's better.
Yep, I'm perfectly fine with him casting it.
Agreed.
Yeah, I will cast it once we've started getting further in, because I need to spend one of my ranger spell slots to do it.
All right, so yeah, you're getting further in. You are just coming into dark tunnels. Well, tunnels with torches scattered out, but it's dark between the torches.
Yeah.
And
We'll do it. We don't have to do it this session. We can do
Alright.
it next session. But
sounds
so.
good.
It's just more of like giving an idea.
Yeah. Well, thank you everybody so much for playing. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I wasn't exactly sure how this was gonna go down today, but I thought it went interesting to say the least. I mean, some kids will always be children to their parents, and that's what we've learned today. So have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow with Party 3.